Hi, this is Travis with Two Brothers Adventures. Today we're going to be talking about a selection of MayDay Industries, different emergency and emergency survival supplies. MayDay Industries, if you don't know who they are, they have a really big online store and they sell all kinds of different configuration of kits. You can get small little kits from individuals and children all the way up to giant industrial size for offices and businesses, things like that. So we have a selection of their products we're going to talk about today. First of all, we'll start off with the container. They sell these, they call them the honey buckets. And as you can see in the front here, it's got different markings. So if you have multiple buckets, you can mark it for food, light, radio, different things that are in them. So if you have a stack of these, you can identify what's in each bucket. So that's really nice on the front. You can just use a marker, check that off, put different information, expiration date if you have food and things like that for shelf life. And then what this bucket's designed for is it's actually a youth potty. So it actually folds open and you have a youth toilet seat. So especially little kids that are not maybe used to going outdoors to the bathroom or whatever in an emergency situation, you can use this as a toilet. So that's a really nice feature. That snaps on. You can line that or whatever or use it. So this can also serve as a toilet as well as storage. Alright, we're going to go through the different products we have here on the table. The first one here I have is something you might not think about in an emergency situation, but this is actually emergency dog food. So this is sealed. This has a shelf life right now through May 2016. So it has about a 5-year shelf life on it. This is a sealed pack that you could cut open and use to it says 5-year shelf life. You could cut open and use this to feed your dog. So that's something that's nice in a survival pack or emergency pack. If you don't have animals, it's something you might not think about, is to have some pet food. Next we have a couple of their light sticks. So these are 6-inch light sticks. A great light source in an emergency situation when the power's out. They glow for 12 hours, so you could use those to either mark an area or even use for light. The green work really good for regular light. And then talking about lighting, they have this, what they call the Ready Light. And what this is, go ahead and pull it out, is it's got its own it has no battery, so it actually has its own generator in here. You can see it's clear. So if you slide this back, this handle will fall down, and you simply squeeze it. And you squeeze it, you can actually see it generating a little bit, but it'll actually store it. And then you can push forward, and you have light. So it's continued. Since there's no batteries, it continues to store in here in this spring. You have theoretically endless light, and then you just squeeze this back up and push it in, and that hides the handle inside the body. So that's a real nice, endless light in a survival or an emergency situation. Next, we're going to go into their food bars. So we have 3 different food bars here, and what these are, the small one, this is 400 calories. It's basically a mini meal bar. So you can see 3-ounce packets contains 2 20-calorie meals, so an apple cinnamon flavored bar. So we have a 400 calorie bar, we have a 1200 calorie bar, apple cinnamon, and then a 2400 calorie bar. So we have plenty of food, or at least calories, to sustain us through an emergency situation. We're going to do a separate video, and we're actually going to open these up and try them and taste them and kind of just show the texture and what they taste like, things like that. But this is a lot of food in a very tight, compact storage in these bars.
The other thing you want to do with your survival foods, no matter which type of product you buy like this, is you want to open them, let your family try them, make sure they're going to eat them, even though they will maybe eat them if they really need to and they're really hungry. But the other thing you want to look at is allergies. It's very, very uncommon, but there have been reports that somebody, especially children, might be allergic to some of these brands or some of these types. Last thing you want to do is be in a stressful survival situation, open this up, give your kid some food, and then they have an allergic reaction, and you're in a survival situation where you don't have any readily available medical treatment. So that's what they say. It's really good to find the one you like, buy 1 bar, just buy these small bars like this that are cheaper, and try them out, feed them to your family, make sure there's no allergies, make sure that you can stomach eating them, and then get your favorite type, and then get the bigger bars.
Good point, brother. Alright, so next we have a couple emergency survival blankets. These blankets are the typical mylar type material. These particular ones are 84 inches by 52 inches long. So these are great for situations you can wrap them around yourself, and they help maintain your body heat, as well as they make, you can use them for impromptu shelters, for rain shelters, things like that. Lots of uses, signaling because it's really shiny, lots of uses for these. So we have 2 of those. We have an emergency poncho, so if it's raining, you know, if you're in some kind of a hurricane, tornado type emergency, things like that, or in inclement weather, this is a great thing to have, you know, just to help keep you dry and warm. And then last but not least is water. In any kind of situation, you know, you can only live about 3 days without water. So this packet has 6 individual packets with a 5-year shelf life. And what these are intended to be used for is they're intended to, if you're in an emergency situation, they recommend that you drink 3 of these a day. So this is enough supply for 1 person for 2 days. And the other really cool thing I like about MayDay with this particular package is this is also a water bladder, as you can see. So once we rip this open, we can actually use this to store water in if we come across another water source. And then we have a valve here that we can open up and drink out of, or use this bag as a makeshift canteen. So anyways, this is just a few of MayDay's products. They have a whole plethora of other products, and like I said, you can custom get them in any size. We got the products we have here because we're trying to get our kids excited about emergency supplies and survival supplies. So we got some of these to start to help them create individual little kits that we're putting together, like 72-hour kits for our kids. And we wanted to put a few of these items in. So anyways, if you're looking for this type of stuff, go check out MayDay's website. They have probably anything you're looking for.